Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and ranking the top 5 best cards you can buy for under 25,000 MT right now here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. I think I said 40K again. I mean 50K. My apologies. We just hit 40K a couple days ago. Really appreciate the support on the channel. With that being said, without further ado, let's get into it. Top 5 under 25K. I only got one card from the list that we released yesterday for under 10K, so definitely taking a step up in terms of the overall cards on this list. Number 5 is going to be, I think my Kevin Martin sold. Nice, he did. Cool. Number 5 is going to be Michael Beasley, specifically his pink diamond. I think this card still has real viability at a pretty high level, like in terms of his offensive capabilities, especially with how elite his jump shot is. He's also just very affordable, and there's a lot of him up. That's the thing. It's not that hard to find a extra Hoff, multiple extra Hoff. Like this one right here, 19 Hoffs for 22K right here. This one, if it were to have like a movable enforcer, it's got challenger interceptor, rebound chaser, and on-ball menace on it. That's 8 extra Hoffs, 22,000. That's a pretty good defensive Michael Beasley with good Hoffs, who's like, I mean, that's a good card. You know what I mean? He's not hard to find like that. And if you're really lucky, you can sometimes find snipes like that are really juiced up. Like I got one this morning for, it wasn't Michael Beasley. I'm literally trying to remember who the card was, but it was it was Jabari Smith Jr. was what it was on my other account. Got a Jabari Smith that was pretty hoffed up for like 14K, and you can get souped up versions pretty easily. That's the thing of a card like Michael Beasley, who's been out for a while, especially. So there's a lot of him up, and he's just really good. Obviously an incredible 300. I think if you've used Beasley, you know what he can do. Defensively, again, as a base card, he comes flawed, but he's not hard to find with those defensive badges, and especially when you can find him with those, he becomes an incredible card because his offensive capabilities speak for themselves. You know all about Michael Beasley if you've been playing the game this year. Number 4 is Dino Radja, card that I am really high on. Another guy who, he's not going to be nearly as easy to find badged up as Michael Beasley, but certainly isn't impossible. I have seen those floating around, and just a really nice sub 25K big, 6'11", 7'3" wingspan, so he's got solid size for the 4. He's got a good player build, so really looks even maybe a little bit bigger than that, maybe kind of like a 7-footer. He's like similar to the size of an Embiid or Akeem, or somebody like that. Not to mention, jumper is super smooth and easy. I really think he's a very confident knockdown shooter. 95 standing dunk and 95 driving dunk provides the athleticism that I think people are looking for. And then 92 block, 94 interior, 94 rebounding, 92 speed, and 90 strength, 95 stamina. It's just like everything meets the threshold. It's what you want. You know what I mean? Not to mention, he's got pretty much all the key interior badges besides a movable enforcer. But if you find like a movable enforcer and maybe like a dead eye on him, I think this card, again, 28,400 right here. This one is just over 25K, but you got a couple legend badges for glove and shifty shooter. Maybe not the best legend badges in the world, and I guess we don't have legend, we don't have movable enforcer added on Hoff on this card either, but still has some extra badges. He's got dead eye, like for 28K. It's just, there's a lot of cards like that floating around for a lot of these guys, so those are the ones that I'd really be looking to target. Next up is going to be the number 3 spot. At number 3, we have a card who would have been on yesterday's list if he was under the price point of 10K yesterday. He is under the price point of 10K today, or at least he was this morning. He might not still be, now that I say that. There were multiple of him under 10K this morning. There's one at 10.3. Either way, as y'all can see, he is just around 10K. He's actually just barely under 10K right now. But another card who is easily under 25,000 MT, a 6'6" point guard who provides you with the size you're looking for. You got 96 driving layup, 93 ball, 90 driving dunk, 88 steal, 92 perimeter, 88 interior. So he's got some interior capability and competition in him, especially at 6'6". 94 speed through a ball, 92 agility, 88 vert, 84 strength, and 92 stamina. Another card who, a lot of good Hall of Fame badges. Again, challenger, picked out your glove, defensively super nice, but no on-ball menace. Of course, adding some of those interior badges and like an interceptor, things like that, a movable enforcer certainly won't hurt if you can get those on him as well. And again, it's another one of those cards that maybe you look to find a badge that one. Even if you don't, he's still really good, not badged. Not nearly as common of a card to be badged, because I don't think he was as elite when he first came out as Beasley was, or even as Dino was. So there's just more of those guys badged floating around than there are going to be of Evan Turner. But maybe you find one with a couple extra Hoffs, and one of them's the Hoff you're looking for with like on-ball menace or something along those lines. Either way, he's a great card regardless. I'm a big fan of Evan Turner as a budget point guard, and I think he's a really nice option to use. Next up, we are going to be going with at the number 2 spot. Who do I have at number 2? I gotta look at my list. Sorry, my bad. Jabari Smith Jr. I mentioned him earlier in this video as a guy that I picked up with extra badges on and made some profit on this morning. And we'll just see if there's any more of them up that are kind of like that right now. Either way, this is a 6'11" 2-guard with a money jumper, one of the better cards at his position in the game. He was sub 10K this morning. I picked up a couple like snipes of him as well. Now it looks like he's around 14K. Still pretty darn cheap for a 6'11" shooting guard who's got an absolutely money jumper. He's got a post game, he's got 90 standing and driving, he's got like 90 everything basically. 90 perimeter interior, rebounding, speed, agility, vert and strength are basically a 90. Like, he's just very well rounded, especially for a 7-footer. I've only used him in one game on this account, but 6'11", he had 14 and 3 in the game that I played with him, went 5 for 9, 2 of 5 from 3. He's got off post drives or deadeye, limitless post, lock, box, beast, rebound chaser, lit, mix master, physical finisher, set shot specialist, shifty shooter, lightning launch, paper patroller. So a bunch of good badges as well. He's really, really good. And I think he's honestly a little bit underappreciated at the shooting guard position for how competitively viable he is. Because that type of size at 6'11" on a guy who is such a good shooter, and he also is quite behind the back to boot as well, which is just like an additional extra boost. He's a really great card, and I think he is easily the number 2 option on this list. With that being said, number 1 is a unsurprising choice in Josh Childress. I think y'all kind of probably still knew that was coming. He was number 1 on the under 10K. I think he's our number 1 on this list too. I may or may not have bought a Josh Childress on this account a couple days ago for a series that y'all will see that is starting tomorrow. And I'll just go show y'all the Josh Childress that I bought because this card is so good. The one that I have has 7 legend badges, including Limitless, Slippery, Challenger, Mini Marks, Set Shot Specialist, Paper Patroller, 33 health. Got this card for 100K flat. I was like, is it a little bit of an overpay? Maybe, but it's every badge in the game, including some really good legend badges. He is the best pink diamond card in the game. He's such an elite level shooter. He's got high level shot creation with Darius Garland dribble style, Steve Francis size up, and Steph Curry escape, as well as a money jumper, Pro 2 fade, and elite slashing ability. And while the stats aren't jump off the page in any specific area, 92 driving layup, 92 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, 90 steal, 92 perimeter, 91 interior, 92 speed, 90 speed ball, 92 agility, 91 vert, 95 stamina. It's just very well balanced, which is important. He does everything well. He is such a solid, well-rounded card. You get some coach boosts on some important stats, maybe a good takeover on him, and he is legitimately one of the better shooting guards in the game, period. The fact that this card is under 10K MT is ridiculous. Obviously, not all Josh Childress are as badged up as this one, but he is an extremely good card, and I think a must-have card if you are newer to the game, if you are no money spent, if you are low money spent, even if you just have not a ton of confidence in the shooting guards you currently have. I think there are people out there who would use this card over Paul George, like Invincible PG, if you need a scorer. He's the best budget card I think we've had in a couple years, in all honesty, in 2K, for a guy who's this cheap and this good. And so W2K, I hope they keep it up because they did really well last week with Vlad Rad, as well as this Josh Childress card for attainable, good quality cards. Hopefully that continues throughout the rest of the year. Either way, that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.